aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I know. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody.
We're live Monday, August 13th, 2012.
Yes.
Got to prove that to people. They're like, there's no way they're going to be doing a show on Monday.
Back in
They're going to take
York.
Monday off.
We're black in New York City.
Good old New York City.
Yes.
Where they killed a guy right outside our studio, basically.
Oh, well.
2-3 blocks from here, they shot a guy. And everyone filmed it.
Yeah, well, there's like footage of it, right? Wow.
There's a couple of videos, but most of them stink. How do you miss that, you dummies? Who knows how to fucking hold a goddamn camera phone?
What do we got, a knife wielder?
Yeah, a guy was roaming around with a knife in Times Square. I guess he was smoking some of the evil weed or something.
Was it bath salts?
Maybe. Cops wanted to talk to him, have a little chit-chat with him about that.
Yeah.
And he pulled a knife out, started chasing people around.
Yeah, and the papers are amazed that people filmed this thing.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? The guy has a knife, first of all. You know, the knife wielder's not going to get anywhere near them.
Yeah.
And the cops are basically not even chasing. They're kind of just walking down block after block in Times Square.
Yeah, they were slowly, like, backing him up. He was walking backwards, and they're walking toward him. They all had their guns out on him.
And everyone else had their cell phones filming away. And
wasn't he begging them to shoot him, too? He was
like,
saying,
shoot me, and then,
like, all right.
Then you get that other thing where, all right, they said he lunged at him or something.
Didn't they mace him first, too, and it didn't work?
Yeah, they tried some pepper spray. That didn't work.
Why do you got to kill the guy? I mean,
because he's a fucking idiot.
But then we take the idiot in Colorado alive.
Yeah, well.
They couldn't figure out something in Colorado?
I guess he complied.
Well, yeah, but no one knows that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm old school, man. If no one's looking, no one knows that shit.
Yeah, they should have killed him, too.
Do the right thing, Colorado.
This guy was arrested for this also in 2008.
Oh, really?
Chasing people around with a screwdriver.
Oh, that's good.
He spent 40 days in Rikers for that.
Right.
40 days.
Yeah, this guy, yeah, I know.
He's just a problem.
He just shoot him.
If he would have fucking killed a tourist or something, there would have been somebody that was just here trying to have a good time getting killed. So fuck him.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
But why is like the papers amazed that people would film that? Of course you would. You're not going to run away from that.
No.
If he had like a fucking gun or something, sure. But the odds are you're safe if there's there was at least a dozen cops, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Imagine,
a dozen cops and a guy with a knife. That's easy.
Imagine how fast he could just lunge at anybody and stab him. Like how quickly that can happen. Like just a run and what do you think? No?
Nah.
Really?
Not the videos I was watching.
He could just run into a crowd.
So you're amazed that people were filming?
No, I know they would, but it doesn't take away from the danger there. The guy was obviously a threat.
Nah, the NYPD, they're good.
Yeah.
They had him.
Well, he certainly did.
That's why it makes it really good for everyone else to
load of holes
to
in
film.
him.
Take that back to Idaho.
Yeah, enjoy.
You got a nice video of a
finally
guy getting killed in Times Square.
A vacation film people are going to want to watch.
Finally, something interesting happened in Times Square.
In your home movies.
Right. Because that Times Square stinks.
Oh, here's where the NYPD shot an authentic black person in Times Square. Check it out.
I highly recommend for the people that, you come to New York for the first time, do Times Square for an hour. Don't spend your whole time in Times Square. There's nothing there.
Nah.
There really is nothing there. You could do it in an hour tops. Then spread out and then really look at what New York City has to offer.
Yeah. But, so that I guess the family now is coming forward and saying, hey, the police weren't justified in doing this. I mean, you understand they're bumming out about it and everything, but I don't think the family is a good judge of whether their family member should have been shot or not.
If the guy did it prior, obviously he has issues.
Got some issues.
I wonder if the family, tried to take care of his issues over the years.
And then you got more of these people that just don't understand anything, and they think they're like, why didn't they just shoot the knife out of his hand? Why didn't they shoot him in the leg or shoot to wound? It's not part of your training. You're trained to shoot, to kill. When you pull the gun out and you're going to use it, it's time to kill somebody.
And by the way, why should they, like, the middle of the body, the torso, is the thickest part.
Yeah.
Do you really want them risking firing and hitting someone behind him?
Right.
Because they're aiming for a flailing arm or leg.
Right.
They were absolutely right to shoot this guy.
Exactly.
Fuck him.
Plus, you kill him, and then maybe the next time a guy has a knife and he wants to wield it around, he might think twice.
They'll be like, "Whoa, I shouldn't say shoot me because
Right.
they will comply."
That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
Maybe it stops the next guy.
Good for him.
Well, stats have proven that.
Yeah.
Well, there's always the hope that maybe one or two guys out there like, you know what, I'm not going to be the knife wielder.
Statistics.
What?
Statistics.
Statistics. Fuck. Chicago ruled.
Oh, man. What a
Fucking
great,
Chicago ruled.
great time.
Man, Chicago's a nice little secret, huh?
Is it a secret?
In a weird way, I think it is, because it's like tucked away. And I don't know. I'd never been to Chicago, and I like traveling around America.
I love it.
I hadn't been there either. And
It's a city that's just pushed up there, and it's just has its own thing happening, and
it's a real city, first of all.
and it's a real city. You're
Which,
right.
like, we've gone to a lot of cities, and you look, and especially you're a little jaded coming from New York because it's like, oh, well, I guess to them it's a city, you know.
Cleveland.
Then you go to
Buffalo.
Cleveland, even Philly. It's like,
Philly.
yeah, it's a big town, Philly. Come on.
Philly's in the shadow of New
Even
York.
L.A. isn't like to me, it's not a city. They got the downtown area,
Yeah.
but it's not like, it doesn't feel like a city when you're there.
Chicago's definitely a city.
Chicago's a city. It's got a big skyline. It's got like a city feel to it, you know, traffic, shit like that. So, yeah, it was kind of cool going to a city that, you know, is a city.
Right. But it's great, man. The people were all so nice up there.
Oh, yeah.
Great. We had a huge turnout,
Oh, it was amazing.
which we weren't sure about. So we want to thank everyone that showed up. That was great.
Great time.
Really,
Yeah.
really good time. It was nice meeting everyone after the broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
We hung around for what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Signing shit, taking
a while.
pictures, and just laughing our balls off with the people up there.
They were a nice audience, man.
Really cool.
Our crowds are rowdy. Like, they're not like I think like Ron and Fez are able to do a more traditional show with their audiences.
Yeah.
'Cause I think their live appearances I mean, they're great crowds, but they're just there's a different bloodlust. Like,
A different vibe.
yeah, our crowds show up, and it's like we have to structure a certain kind of show because they're rowdy. I mean, they're standing there drinking, and they want
They
know what I
want
mean?
blood.
Yeah, they do, man.
They basically want blood.
It reminds me of a Jim Brewer stand-up show. Like, everybody's just kind of standing there waiting. Like, I don't know how Jim
Yeah.
would do those. Those are hard to do.
There's a lot of pressure because they're expecting something.
Yeah.
Something over the top, and we certainly delivered.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I saw a couple
Yeah.
of those people the next night. I did the gig,
Right.
And at the signing afterwards, we signed after we did with Attell and Artie and Dick to the shows. And the big guy who puked, I saw, and a couple of the other people. And it's weird to see them in normal mode. Hey, I really enjoyed yesterday. You know,
Yeah.
It's like 24 hours ago, he had his fucking fingers down his fat throat, and he's vomiting into a cup.
Because he knew he had to deliver for the Opie and
knew he
Anthony
had to
crowd.
deliver.
He had to deliver. I love how you just say that like it's no big deal. You know, the guy that puked. Yeah, that's normal.
I guess we do get you do
You get
used to
jaded
that.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the only thing that the show was missing was kind of that female thing. We needed to at least see some nice cleavage or a nice ass on that stage. But besides that, I think it was really a huge success.
Yeah.
Huge success.
Yeah, we should have that next time. I mean, but aside from that, it was really... There's a lot of girls here that were good. Like, cute.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
a lot, right? What the hell's that about?
We're starting to draw some girls.
How the hell did that happen?
I think we're showing our sensitive side
Oh, I
more
doubt
and more. Just a little bit. We're giving them a peek, and they're like, all right, we could go to a live broadcast. Man.
Yeah, it was fun, and then, God, people don't even understand. Look, even I can't drink that much Jägermeister. Holy shit. You know, they start coming up with hey, do a shot, do a shot. It's like, yeah, a shot's good. It just turns into 3 and 4, and wow.
Jaeger's,
That was fun.
you like Jaeger? I used to like Jaeger.
I don't mind Jaeger for doing shots. You can't get, like, if you get drunk off of it, you're going to be
It's a bad
puking up
hangover.
black shit.
That's a bad hangover, Jaeger, right? I remember
Yeah,
it from
yeah.
my Buffalo days. That was the shot of
had it for the-
choice.
Yeah.
Is it a vodka or a whiskey?
It's
What is
very licorice.
It's a licoricey.
Sugary.
thingy. Yeah, very sugary.
That sugar will fucking give you
Oh,
a
is it?
hangover.
Yeah, it looks like stuff that the zombies puke up in zombie
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
That black stuff.
it? I've seen it, but I've never... Is that like Goldschlager?
No.
No, that's a little more pepperminty. This is licoricey.
Like black licorice.
Yeah. And it gets you fucked up.
Yep.
Fucked up.
I did the riverboat tour with the guys.
Ooh, how was that?
On Saturday. That was awesome. That city has a lot of history, man. A lot of history. Learning about how the river caught fire during the Great Chicago Fire.
The river caught fire.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah,
wow,
I said that correctly.
That's a polluted river.
They said the river was so polluted that it actually caught fire.
Was so polluted.
And that's how the fire was able to spread from either west to east or east to west. I don't know which way.
Oh, the good old days.
I would assume maybe it went from west to east because of the winds. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And then there's a whole park that was built because that's all the debris from the fire. They just dumped it in the lake.
Did they? Yeah.
And that was landfill, so now that's a huge park. And then you learn that they reversed the river in Chicago to take care of the pollution. The river was so polluted they couldn't use it anymore. So they got the bright idea well over 100 years ago, maybe you could look it up, Sam, that they actually reversed the river to solve the pollution problem. My question is,
the engineering marvel.
Is it reversed to this day?
I don't know.
Or did they do it just for a little while? I don't know.
I don't know.
What did they do? How did that clean it up? They just dragged all the pollution out of it?
Oh, yeah, just dumped it in Lake Michigan. Here, Lake Michigan, enjoy our fucking polluted river. Yeah.
How long did it take, the river tour?
About an hour and a half. It was great. You ended up on Lake Michigan, and you got to see the skyline, which is just massive. I mean, I've never been there. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Chicago's a beautiful city. It's really nice.
Very cool.
And I know people are going to laugh, but it's like a secret in a weird way. You don't hear a lot of people going, I'm going to Chicago, unless you're sort of, close to that area. I hear people all the time. I'm going to Washington. I'm going to Boston. I'm going to L.A. I'm going to all these other cities. You don't hear Chicago mentioned as much with the rest of the cities.
I would go there. I'd go to Chicago to hang out for a couple days. Yeah. I've done that before. It's a great fucking city.
They're also known for such brutal fucking winters that, people don't. I guess during the winter, no one wants to fucking go there.
Right.
Like to hang out, fucking freezing and crazy ass wind off the lake.
Yeah, that's true too. You know why it's called the Second City?
Why?
I always thought it was because it was in the shadow of New York. Like New York is the big city, and then we got our city. Well, I guess we're the second city. But it's because it's the second city built there. They had to rebuild the whole fucking city after the fire.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Just dumb things you pick up on. I had no idea. I thought it was just like they were like, all right, we're second.
It's literally the second city that was there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, they pretty much had to rebuild from scratch. What do you got on the river thing, Sam? Anything
History.
Of interest or no?
Just it was done in 1900.
Wow. 1900, they figured out how to reverse a river to clean up the pollution.
Well, you just lift up the other side of the city and let it drain backwards.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm sure it was
because they had to build.
I heard they built like a really deep trench or something, and that somehow that made the water go deeper, and then
they basically built a river that reversed the flow of where everything was going, so they sent all their polluted water to St. Louis.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
that's great.
Well, then the riverboat guy goes. He had a terrific line. He goes, "Well, in the end, though, even though St. Louis got our polluted water, they got us back in the end, and that is called Budweiser."
What a hoot that guy sounds like.
He couldn't wait to deliver that line. I'm like, oh, boy. And then he goes, just kidding, everyone. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Did you crack up when he said Budweiser?
Yeah, I gave an obnoxious laugh from the back of the boat. But I guess so. Oh, I guess the trench. Now, I'm starting to figure it out in my own head. It's a deep trench, so now the water is basically hitting a back wall. So now it's like, okay, now we got to kind of go turn it around.
Yeah.
And then it started flowing the other way and took out all the pollution.
Wow. That Mrs. O'Leary's fire?
Hey. Is it?
What, it started with
really
a cow
happen?
or something?
Yeah.
Is that true, you think?
Yeah. That sounds a little mythical, but
right.
Who knows?
Cow knocked over a fucking light. The old bitch's farm caught on fire, and the next thing you know, the fucking river's got to be backed up.
Yeah, but what are you building your city out of that? The whole thing burns down.
Oh my God, it was like fucking just
wood.
kindling.
Yeah, not even just wood.
No, just dry fucking wood.
You know, some wood will survive, long enough for you to have a chance to put it out.
Painted the buildings with gasoline.
And they had lit flames everywhere.
Yeah,
there was everything had to have a lit torch in it. And
Yeah.
But I mean, that just can't happen, nowadays.
No.
You will not see a whole city burn down.
How bad was
unless
that
it's
fire?
Some, God forbid, nuclear explosion or something. What?
how long did that fire burn for?
Still going.
Yeah, they're just about done putting it out.
It burned from Sunday to a Tuesday.
2
in
days?
1871.
That's it?
And destroyed
1971. I thought it was older.
1871.
2 days.
and destroyed 3.3 square miles
Man.
In 2
Wow.
days.
in 2 days, 2.5
What the
days.
fuck was the fire department doing?
I don't know.
They had that bucket brigade. Quickly.
Trying to smother it with leaves, dry leaves.
Throwing dry leaves on it. Realized that didn't work.
Helicopters.
Someone fucked up. I would love to know that guy's name. Someone fucked up and thought, this isn't that big of a deal.
I remember years
Let's
ago.
finish our beers, boys, and then we'll go over there.
I was doing a comedy festival in Chicago years ago, and I was doing a show with this guy, J. Scott Holman, and I believe he wasn't having a good set, and he made some reference to how grateful he was to the cow burning down the city. It's a very funny, mean reference he did because he was bombing.
Very mean.
It's amazing when you're bombing, you'll pull out anything.
Just try to save yourself.
Yeah, just to insult them.
E-Rock got me back for all the years of abuse.
Wow.
Step on your foot.
He pulled a fast one when I was in Chicago. He got me back.
Pulled a fast one.
Yeah, it was incredible. You want to tell him?
Oh, my God.
This is not after show E-Rock, is it?
What happened?
E-Rock, you got me back finally. Tell the guys.
I thought Sam would be more excited to tell this story. That's why I was like, you tell him to Sam.
Why didn't you tell it to us on the air? Did you just say you tell him in the headphones?
No, he just looked at me and pointed. And I said, they asked for you, buddy.
No, and Opie said, you want to tell him? And then we all were quiet waiting for you to say something, and you're pointing at Sam
Take
instead
it away, Sam.
of saying something on the air.
He got me back, man. He pulled a fast one.
Well,
He doesn't have any confidence in the story. That's why he's trying to get me to tell it.
You got me back. You might as well tell the guys. This is your day to shine.
so we went up to Ope's room, and he was packing to leave. And while he was doing some other things, I opened up stuff from his minibar that was quite costly.
Oh.
Did you drink it or eat it or just open it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He said, oh, yeah.
$25 bottle of
He was sitting there.
water.
They had this bottle of water that was bling water.
Yes.
And it's just individual serving of water, but it has Swarovski crystals on the bottle.
Right.
It's just a bottle of water. It's like Poland Spring, but it's blue glass.
Right.
And it's $25 for the bottle of water.
Oh, my God. I saw that. I'm glad I didn't open that.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there, and he's just looking at it. And I was like, I dare you to open it. And he goes, no, I'm not going to open it. And I was like, E-Rock, think about the time you were left at Giant Stadium.
Oh, man.
I was like, think about the time you had to find your own way home.
Slow revenge.
No and he said, you
Damn.
know what? And he started opening it up with his mouth.
Oh, man.
That and a $30 bottle of Trump gummy bears, and
There was $30 gummy bears there?
we took some cashews and some of those gold bars.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were chocolate.
Chocolate gold bars.
Aren't real gold bars.
some gold bars that
I cleaned around.
I cost him $30,000.
That's pretty funny, though.
He must have cost me about, I don't know, $60.
Yeah, you went. He went. Opie went into the
crazy.
bathroom,
It was crazy.
and E-Rock went wild.
Yeah, he went wild.
Well, boy,
he
you
went.
showed him.
He went pig wild.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
He got me back though.
And he was sniffing Opie's luggage.
And then Roland, who threw the cashews in the lake, thinking that was hilarious.
I think Eric did.
Yeah.
I heard Roland giggle in there.
Yeah. But he got me back. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard
Crazy.
that.
That was crazy.
It's crazy. All right, E-Rock.
That's why I pointed to Sam.
Thus then,
Good one.
I wanna see Troy Kwan's walking down the hall. I want to see how his Chicago trip was.
Yeah, how was that?
He was such a wild man. We barely saw him.
I know.
Yeah, he's out of control, man.
I was thinking I was going to see him, but
Troy, how was your Chicago trip? My God.
Must have been partying the whole time.
Bad mouthing your country and playing rock music, I'll bet.
Your partying was so crazy, I didn't even see you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did you enjoy Chicago?
I didn't make it.
What?
What?
Huh?
But but the broadcast was completely fine.
Yeah. Well, they're good.
I mean, more than fine. Don't say fine to a great
exemplary.
broadcast. Yeah. That's the word.
Wow, you fucked up for future
trips. Now
you know
they
how badly
always
you
have
fucked
this.
That's all right, man. What can
They're
you
going
do?
to look around and go, wait, Troy didn't make it to Chicago, and the live broadcast was, dare I say, almost perfect.
Without a hitch,
Right.
and there's absolutely will be no reason to have you on the next one, which sucks because you're a fun guy.
Yeah. It sounded great.
What happened?
Well, I got a text from Sam at like 5:30 on Thursday, and he was like, "Your flight's canceled." I'm like,
You mean Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. No, when I was there on Thursday.
"Oh, you were."
He was
calling
going Friday
morning.
morning.
Oh, right. Sam was like, "Your flight's canceled." And I'm like, "Well, why is Sam texting this to me?" I thought he was just fucking with me.
Yeah.
And then Kenny texted me maybe like 20 minutes later. He was like, "Your flight's canceled." And I was like, "Okay, like what do I do?" So I'm sitting there like, and I'm in the middle of trying to sign a lease. So you know what's involved with signing a lease to a new apartment. It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, it's a pen and about 5 minutes of your time.
No, it's a little bit more than that. But it was a nightmare. So I wasn't by a computer. Kenny finally sends me this link to try to rebook my fee. He's like, it's your responsibility to rebook your flight. I can't figure it out on my phone. So, and then Rob Cross is calling me. We're missing part of the production for the show, for the live show. So I had to come back up here after I was done signing the lease. Had to fix all that. So by the time I got to a computer, it was like 8:30 at night. And everything's like, yeah, you're booked solid.
They booked Troy. This is United. This is the great airline they are. Troy was booked Friday morning to come out. So they rebooked. They automatically will rebook you on a flight when it's quote unquote a weather cancellation. Which it wasn't because Roland's flight made it in. A lot of flights made it in. So they're full of made it in.
Yeah,
they're full of shit, United. They're full of shit. They just panicked and canceled in advance. It wasn't like the weather was happening. They anticipated weather, and they'll call it a weather cancel. They booked Troy on a fucking flight Saturday night from Newark going through D.C. into United, into Chicago.
But that's going the wrong way.
Yeah, right?
I hate when planes go the wrong way.
They're
terrible.
You're like, no, I'm negative away from where I want to be at this point.
United's fucking terrible.
They're a terrible airline, man. A terrible
and boy,
fucking airline.
let me tell you another thing. Not good sense of humor either. They're not very funny.
What happened?
These people.
What happened?
I tried having a little fun.
You can't have a little fun with airlines.
No shit. You know?
What'd you do?
Well, they were just starting to board, right?
But there's a little backstory.
Oh, there's a big backstory.
Yeah, we were in the lounge area chatting. Ant was chatting rather loudly. He was not well-rested, Ant.
No, I had been up at the casino all night, and I had been drinking a lot. And, well, they wanted to board, so I thought it'd be kind of funny to do a little hobbly leg walk down the jetway when they load up the people that have medical problems.
Also, it was like 5:30 in the morning, so everybody was cranky as it was.
Oh, yes.
And there had been one loud guy.
So I have my stiff leg, and I'm walking.
Wait. Let's slow this down.
Yeah.
So everyone else is all sleepy, and you're really loud in the lounge?
My night was still going.
All right, fair enough.
And there's nothing better than hearing somebody tell like fucking like card stories, like because there's like a nice couple next to us, and it's going, and if you ever seen so many fucking 21s in your life?
I was a disaster.
This is 5 in the morning?
They were hoping the plane was going to crash.
Dude, it was fucking, it was so loud.
I was so loud and obnoxious.
But you did the wobbly leg trick.
Yeah.
But you're first class, so you're pretty much...
I wasn't doing it at the same
pretty
time.
much could...
I thought it would be funny.
Oh, okay.
It was like a goof. Everybody kind of chuckles.
And I gave him away. I didn't know you, like, we were all standing back waiting to get on. And the guy goes, anybody with disabilities? And then all of a sudden I see Ant just peel off.
What are you doing?
But doing like
hilarious.
like a high school mocking a cripple limp. It wasn't even a good limp.
No, it wasn't.
You know what I mean?
You just wanted to get on the plane to go to sleepy.
I thought he'd be like, see, here it is, too. They are a bunch of fucking assholes.
Whoa.
Those United people.
Whoa.
They stink.
But dude, I started laughing when I saw him doing it, like, because I didn't think he was going to go all the way to the agent.
Oh.
He goes to the agent.
I just kept walking right past
and
him.
I see him limping through, and the agent, I guess, saw me laughing, but I didn't know Ant was going to do that. And it was, he was one of these dudes, like, he was one of these military black guys who's like fucking, who's probably an ex-cop or ex-military. He had that fucking no-nonsense vibe.
Sure.
He was a dick. And Ant walked through, and the guy actually turns around and looks at Anthony, and he watches him walk, comes back, waits a few seconds.
And then he looked again, and I'm walking
And then he
normal.
went and looked again, and fucking Ant is doing the Oliver Twist dance. And
he goes, "Hey, get back here!"
He's yelling at him.
Really?
He's yelling down the fucking jetway.
Relax, come on, I'm just having some fun.
But we all know you can't have fun with these airlines.
But that's just it. Like, I understand if you're going to make a thread or something silly.
Right.
I'm a ticketed passenger. Just
No, I'm not saying
making everybody laugh. No, I'm
not saying you shouldn't be able to do that,
right.
sir. I'm just saying that.
That's the point I'm arguing.
They're completely serious.
They're
though.
so stupid with that. It's like fucking relax.
They squeeze diamonds out of their asses.
Oh, what a bunch of fucking idiots.
They're a bit tight.
They really are shitty.
Right. So I understand that you should be able to, but knowing the culture, my
He's an
God,
idiot.
they kick you off planes for the dumbest things.
Oh, I know, exactly.
But I heard the guy yelling down the fucking hallway at Ant the jetway.
Yeah.
And then I'm right in the front, so I can hear Ant talking to the guy, and I hear, "Come on!" I'm like, "Come on!" But then I hear like, "I'm in first class."
I'm in first class. I was going to board anyway.
And the guy's like, "No, get back here, get back here." And then I hear Ant say something with "fuck" in it. I'm like, "Oh God, they're gonna boot him." But he's like, "Come on, just fucking around." But then he came out, and Ant's like, Ant's doing cute, shy Ant. And he's like, "But it was funny."
I'm like, "It's funny.
It's funny." You know how Ant gets when he's shy.
Oh, boy.
And the guy was a bit of a dick, and the guy goes, "I smell alcohol on your breath."
No shit, because I was drinking.
But then he's just like, "I could let you not get on." And he was just a dick, so then he lets Ant on. And then I go on right after Ant, and the guy goes, "Your friend's very funny." And I said, I laughed. I told the guy I laughed. And then Kenny was right behind me, and Kenny goes, "He won't be a problem."
Good old Kenny trying to mop up everything constantly. That's good. But you only had to wait maybe an extra 30 seconds.
It wasn't about the waiting.
You sure?
It was, positive.
All
it
right.
was about.
I'm just asking. I got to ask the questions.
It was like a little chuckle.
A little chuckle at 5 in the morning.
Give everyone a little chuckle.
Everyone's miserable because they got the first flight out. And you just want to make everyone's day a little better. That's all.
Actually, fuck everyone. You know, just our little crew.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of funny.
Nice.
Turned out to be even funnier.
Well, see? That I almost got thrown off the plane. And that was after the night at the Horseshoe Casino where Jimmy Norton was there with the rest of the guys.
Yes.
How'd that show go? Goodly?
It was like a comedy club crowd. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe from the outside it looks like a little ratty, but that fucking casino, that crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
Kenny told me it was the best crowd he's seen.
It probably was.
For Antisocial, which you've been doing about 2 years now, right?
Yeah, it probably was the best responsive audience. They had a comedy club feel, like you felt completely in control of the set the entire time, which is hard sometimes. You know, there's a couple thousand people, and they were amazing.
I've heard for a while now that our crowds are different than other radio shows. I'll put it that way.
Well, that's
and
sure.
what I like about them is this: we do a live broadcast, and it's a rock and roll concert. Really, I mean, people are just yelling and screaming, and we're delivering from some edgy shit, hopefully some funny shit. And then the next day, they sit quietly and listen to a really good comedy show and act appropriately.
Yeah.
That's huge if you think about it.
Well, and those crowds are weirder because they're a combination audience. Those are our
Right.
O&A and Howard fans because a lot of them want to see Artie, and that's usually that could be a weird mix, but they're like. You know, O&A fans don't yell at him, and Howard fans don't yell at me. It's really a weird.
Our comic friends
crowd.
appreciate our audience because they say they really get comedy.
Yeah.
They will sit there and listen and appreciate a good comic.
Yeah, they're great.
You don't get that with other radio shows.
No.
You really don't. You get people that just want to be animals the entire fucking time.
Yeah, they were very nice.
So that was it? They
Yeah.
didn't kick you off the plane and you slept all the way to New York?
No,
Nice?
yeah. But see, before that,
Oh, yeah,
I was
at the casino.
At the casino. And remember big fat guy? That little Sam wore his shirt?
Yeah.
Big fat guy?
Big Ben.
Yeah,
His name is Ben, yeah.
He was hanging out at the blackjack table.
It cost me
pretty much the whole night.
$100 because I was hoping he would have no shirt on.
Oh, he parlayed that pretty well.
No shit, he had a shirt under his shirt, so my $100 was a big fucking waste of time.
We were at a blackjack table for a long ass time.
He was at the blackjack table with you?
Yeah. Well, they got a weird thing there, man. It's just fucking, the minimums and maximum bets are crazy at this fucking casino. It's like you could go to a table that has a $10 minimum, which is a low-ass minimum, and the maximum bet is $25,000. At the Borgata, you get a $6,000 maximum bet, and that's if the minimum is like $300.
Wow.
It's weird. So it's like $10, $25,000, whatever you want to fucking bet. So, yeah, he was sitting there with a bunch of other people. He had a pretty good full table. And at first, just get my fucking teeth kicked in. And then things started changing up, started going very well. And I got to say, had quite the run. And then it went south. I just can't fucking just get up and leave.
I know you don't talk numbers, but did you lose it all?
No, here's what happened. I started with about 10 in markers, about 10 G's. I was deep. I was about 10 G's deep. Wow. Then I built it up to $60,000.
Jesus.
So I give Keith 10 grand. I say, here, pay my marker.
Buy yourself something nice.
Buy yourself something pretty. I say, pay off my marker. And so he puts it in his pocket for later when we're ready to, pay off the marker. And it starts going south. And of course, the retreat is, and 60 grand is just the gateway to 100. That isn't 60 grand. I look at it as the gateway to 100. So yeah, kind of over a little more time, got whittled away. So I'm like, fuck, man, dude, this bitch just nailed me. So at that point, Keith did not have the pillow. I did punch the chair next to me, and oh boy,
did you knuckles?
Oh boy,
dude, what the fuck? When were you gonna? You broke your hand.
No, look, if it was broken,
it's twice the size of your left hand.
It's very swollen.
I bet you broke, and I'll tell you why. The hand has a million fucking bones in it.
A small bone or anything?
A million. Yeah, you could break your hand and barely know that you did it.
No, I feel my knuckle. I've done this before.
Dude, your hand is twice.
Yeah, it'll go away.
The big reveal, by the way. I've been sitting here with Dan for an hour. He doesn't tell me he broke his hand.
No, I was drinking this.
Look how it looks fucked up.
It's swollen. It's black and blue right across my knuckles.
You have a fat man's hand. It's weird to see Ant with a fat hand.
I got
That's
fat
weird.
man.
It's like a nutty.
Let's compare.
What was it?
Like a nutty professor
It is
hand.
nutty professor
What
hand.
was it? A cement chair?
I know, right? It was
Most chairs you
wood
can
chair.
punch, it's going to give a little.
I hit the knuckle right, and it just went crack and fucking, yeah, it was a little
Probably
off.
cracked something.
Maybe.
If it's that swollen, you got something going on there. Probably a little crack. Maybe one of the little bones broke.
I think the knuckle kind of dug in on the inside of the flesh there or something. It's a little fucking swollen.
Was it worth it? How much was that hand worth?
It's all right.
No, how much was that hand worth that made you punch?
Oh, that was like $50,000.
You lost a $50,000 hand?
No, not a hand, but it was over time,
losing
that whole thing. So then we and Keith go to the window. We're like, all right, pay off the marker. Then I'm even. I fucking break even. So we go up, and Keith gets the 10 grand. He puts it on the counter. He goes, I gotta go take a piss. So he's taking a piss, and she's figuring out all the shit with the markers. I go, hold on, I'll be right back. I grab the 10 grand. I go to a table. I pop it down. I go, deal. And the woman deals out fucking 18 for me, and she's showing a 5. She flips over 15, 25. Slides me 10 grand. I go, thank you. I went back to the window. Here, pay this off. And I had 10 grand I walked away with.
Holy shit.
It was a big hand.
All right, so basically you made $10,000.
Yeah.
You had been up 60, but does that include the marker or no?
No, it was 50. I was up 50.
Oh, you were up 50?
Yeah.
So you made 10.
10.
So you basically, there's 40 you could have walked away with, not
Right.
60 more. 40.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's gambling.
Yeah.
It's the gambling. It was fun. The place was fucking crazy. That's a wacky casino. Whoa. It was fun though. It was a good time.
What, Jimmy?
What?
That's a lot. That's a rough one, man. Gambling is
it's big. But you can't, you just can't fucking look at it like that's what you lost. I didn't have it. It's fucking, you can walk away with it and be like, oh, I got a lot of money.
If casinos were closer, would you gamble more?
No.
Because you really it's sporadic with you.
I don't. I like it. It's fun.
You probably gamble, what, 5-6 times a year, maybe?
But, yeah.
Maybe.
It's whenever something's going on, I go to a casino. I'd never go to a casino just to go. There's always got to be a show going on or some kind of get together.
See, that kind of money, though, like the most times the people who can win that kind of money are the people that can't walk away. Like that's you know what I mean? Like you got to be, that's a high stakes gambler.
Oh, yeah.
And most high stakes gamblers, I mean, that's the reason guys walk out with 200,000 too, because they don't walk away at 40 or 50.
Yeah, you got to, you got to play the game.
And we'll hear,
Yeah.
I'll hear that and go, what the fuck? Why did you walk away? But if you walked in with 250,000, I wouldn't go, why didn't you leave at 30?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that's a fucking game that scares me, man.
But believe me, I would much rather have left with the bigger stack than the 10 grand.
Sure.
But
that's why gambling is perfect, because we all have it in us. Even if you're playing and you got $200, you're like, fuck, I want 300.
Right.
I want 400.
That's what they're banking on.
That's how the human brain works.
Exactly.
It's perfect for the casino.
That is absolutely.
Because I would
what
love
they're
to go,
banking
what
on.
is it going to take for you to walk away from a table? But no, I the dumb little gambling I do. If I'm up a couple $100, I don't go, high stakes. I just fool around a little bit. You're always thinking, well, I could turn this 250 into 5.
Oh, very funny. They're goofing on me saying, oh, I finally got a big hand.
Dude, that hand is
Playing
fucking
blackjack.
swollen.
Yeah,
Put them both up.
It got
No, the
more
other way.
swollen then.
Isn't there a system you can use?
Fuck, dude.
Can't you use a system?
Does it hurt anywhere?
System?
Yeah, like a fucking
knuckle.
Prod
on the
around
knuckle.
a little bit.
Right on the knuckle. Right there.
Yeah, you probably got a little damage there.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
if say you have 10,000, you're willing to gamble all of that to get more. But say you get to 20,000, you give yourself 25% of that you'll play with, and then you'll walk. Meaning,
Now you're talking crazy.
Yeah, logically it makes sense, but it's impossible.
but
when
if
you're
you
in the
stick
moment.
to it, winning or losing.
Yeah.
Like say out of 20,000, 25%, that's $5,000. So say if you make $20,000, you get 20,000. You're like, okay, I'll play a quarter of this. Whatever happens, I walk.
Where's the glory in that?
No, but I mean, it's a way of not losing.
There is a way if you're there to just make the money.
I think there's a very,
you're
very,
right.
very small percentage of people that actually can follow that. Because,
And what happens if you bomb out early? Now what are you going to do? Go home? Or you're going to fucking hang out and watch other people? Like, that's the fucked up thing about going to a casino. You're there, so you can't just fucking leave after a half hour sometimes. You're wiped. It's just a weird.
I've been in situations, and I think I'm just a regular gambler where, like, all right, I'll just gamble what's in my pocket. Let's say it's $200, $300, $400,
Right?
Maybe as much as $500 at times. I'll go, all right, I'll just gamble this.
Yeah.
And if I lose it all, that's it. I'm done. I'll go do something else. No, I'll be at the ATM machine as well.
Yeah, you're just like,
All of a sudden, you get that in your head. You're like, fuck that. I'm going to try another 200 or 300 or whatever the ATM could spit out at the time.
Yep.
And I'm a low-level guy.
It was,
but it's in everyone's fucking brain. You just can't walk away.
It was fun. I'll tell you that.
What makes you walk away in the end? Like you just
time to go.
You're just too tired, right?
Time to go. Keith goes, we got a plane to catch.
But I mean, in general, you gamble until you're just completely exhausted,
wiped.
You're not like walking away from the table because you're up, a huge amount.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't leave. So I don't base it on how much I have. Right.
Yeah. So your luck. You got to hope that you could get to the end, and get so fucking tired, and then at that point just happen to be up a lot.
And there have been
that's a perfect scenario for you.
There have been times that's happened. You're like, oh yeah, it's time to go, and I didn't have anything going on until like the last hour, and then I started hitting really big.
Man, the $10,000 hand at the end. Wow,
that was a big one, and that never works. That trick. The trick never fucking works. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Whoops. And then right when I was walking back to the window from the table, and I had like the 10 grand in one hand and 10 in the other, because I'd picked up my bet and the payoff. And I'm walking back to the window, and I hear Keith just walking out of the bathroom. He looks at me from across the room. He's like, I fucking knew it. He goes, I thought about it the second I left that you were going to pull that shit. It's like, hey, I won.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It was quite an adventure.
Overall, a great fucking trip, man.
Yeah.
Amazing
The show
trip.
was good. It was
absolutely
fun. Fucking little hijinks.
Great turnout.
Debauchery.
Everything worked out well.
Yeah.
I didn't like the live song. Like, I thought that was a disaster. Part of it was...
Oh,
no, but it was okay. Part of it was that we should have had lyrics for them to see, which was kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the lyrics. And
Yeah.
It worked.
I just didn't like doing it. I was embarrassed.
Jimmy.
It worked in the end.
I'm shy.
We live and learn.
Yeah.
Because we're just literally making up shit as we go along in front of a live audience. Not too nerve-wracking. Because that's how we've always done it over the years. We have a few ideas, and then we hope for the best. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a crazy way to do it, but...
yeah, it worked. It was fun.
But it works.
Management stayed out of our hair during the...
they couldn't get to the stage in time to stop the puke drinking.
They wanted to stop that really quickly, didn't they?
Boy, did they.
It just happened. What are you going to do? It's a live event.
Yeah. Don't worry about it so much.
All right. Put it on the invoice.
We hopefully we'll do another city. We want to keep this going. We've done Cleveland. We've done Chicago. We want to try to do one every 3 months. Mm-hmm. So we can maybe squeeze one more in before the end of the year. What city will that be?
Ooh.
What city will that be?
What city will it be? Chicago was a good one. That's going to be a tough one to beat.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm pushing, and I know Opie feels Canada.
I want to go. I want to go to Vancouver,
the city of Canada.
Jimmy's doing Vancouver in what, October?
I'll never do another one of these wrapped around a gig ever, but I will do another ever.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they only pay half my travel when I'm already doing a gig, so I'll never do another one.
Which this amazes me. I found this out.
I swear to God, for the people out there, you try to come in here and keep it on the up and up. And,
positive attitude.
I really am trying, because I know it gets annoying as fuck at times. But then every day it's some dumb thing where you can't help. You got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We learned today that Jimmy, the company only pays for half his travel.
When he has
the whole reason we went was for Jimmy, and then we wrap a show around it.
Right.
And he works for SiriusXM, so they're getting a lot of value for their buck.
Yes.
We go and do this live broadcast. It creates a buzz, blah, blah, blah.
And he's on the live broadcast.
But these assholes, they want to save just a few $100 that they only pay for half of Jimmy's travel because they go, well, you were going to be out there anyway.
Yeah.
That is just horrible. Like, when you work for a company, and I know this went away years ago, but I try to think that maybe these companies still have it. It's called good faith, where you just do things because you don't look at a sheet to see how much money it's going to cost. You just do the right thing.
Nickel and diming.
And you just do it in good faith. You don't go, oh, well, if he's going to be there anyway, so let's just, pay for half the travel. And to them, they think they're good guys by doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
By, giving you half your travel.
Yeah.
So it turns out Jimmy went to Chicago and had to pay for half his travel.
Cleveland, too.
Why?
And Cleveland, too.
Yeah, because they think, well, he's already going to be there. So now my thinking is I'll never do another one where I'm going to be in that city.
And
I
don't blame you.
Never.
And again, it's something the dumb fucking company does that just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's fucking, why would they do that?
It's
Instead
disgusting.
of just making a little goodwill with the show.
It's disgusting.
It's not that much to pay to make a show happy.
What's half travel? So half your plane ticket?
And half the hotel. I'm not unreasonable.
How much is it to fly back and forth to Chicago? I don't even know, to be totally honest with you.
$852,000.
I thought it was less than that. See, I would have not have taken that
expensive.
flight. I'm going to guess it's around, between like $800 or $1,000
Each way?
No, round trip.
All right, so let's say you had to pay $500 to get to Chicago with your flight, and then the rooms. They only pay for half your rooms.
Well, we paid. We stayed. I guess I don't mind paying for my room. By the way. The night that I'm going to be there, that the show doesn't have to be there. That I get. Like, if they were like, look, we'll pay for Thursday, Friday. But
right.
But the thing is, if I'm paying for half my room, I wouldn't have been there Thursday if it wasn't for the show. So I'm still...
right.
And then what drives me nuts, then you look around, and, these people are nice and all. But you see people that have no business being there. So it's like, you stay home and do the right thing and pay for Jimmy's travel.
Yeah.
I saw guys there. I'm like, why the fuck are you here? What do you, is there a reason you even have to be here?
I guess the plane was $1,200, they're saying, so it was,
$600 you had to pay.
For $600, really?
And the room will probably be about...
If you want to save money, then tell some of these idiots to stay home that aren't needed.
Whole thing
on
will
the
be
road.
about $1,000 or $1,100.
So it cost Jimmy about $1,100 to go to Chicago and see everybody. Because it is separate. It is two different things.
Yeah.
Then you got your comedy show. Yes, you're going to go and do the comedy show, but then you're doing this live broadcast for the company as well.
It's just fucking...
It's disgusting.
So nickel and diming just to spread bad will. Why would you do that knowing that it's like...
And then
it's just going to make animosity.
And then, yeah, the other
Equity
side of
and
it,
happiness, people.
the other side of it, Jimmy will think twice about, hitting the road again with SiriusXM. Yeah. And he'll absolutely think twice about all this free promotion he gives the company.
You know what? They let me go. Like, I'm doing Leno tomorrow night. I'm going out. So, when I'm gone, a comic will come in and cover. And Bobby and those guys are all great. I don't feel guilty about doing that because Jay plugs the, it's like, hey, you guys want to pay for those plugs?
Huge promotion for SiriusXM.
Right.
Me being gone doesn't mean as much as him plugging the show. I understand that. So I don't feel guilty about that.
That, at the very least, is a wash. At the very least.
Yeah.
Actually, SiriusXM gets more value with you going on Leno.
Sure. Just gets a free mention for which.
Dude, I don't even know how much that would cost if they try to get a little quick commercial, a 10-second commercial on one of these late night shows. That's tens of thousands of dollars.
Right. Yeah, so I don't feel
for
weird
10
about
seconds.
That. Oh. Yeah, it just is what it is.
Fucking people.
Yeah.
My God.
That's unbelievable. That's too bad.
It really is.
But I mean, I'll do another broadcast. I'll just never ever wrap it around because I am doing Vancouver and I am doing Toronto. And they're both cities that I would love to do broadcasts in. I would go with Toronto before Vancouver. I think we have a bigger following there because of Buffalo. But, I want to do a Canadian gig with the show, the radio show.
Yeah, we should do that. Is this bad? There's a really long black hair in my Starbucks coffee.
Oh.
As opposed to good?
A curly one would be worse.
It was under my lid.
Yeah?
It's like 6 inches. It's black. 6 inches black.
Just picture like fucking some hot chick with long black hair instead of some fucking Mexican dishwasher.
Not some greasy guy's scalp.
You know what? I'm usually good with like just one hair.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'll just keep drinking it.
Oh, a hair? It's...
I'm not going to lose my shit over that.
No.
So... Jimmy, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
It's just... Really?
It's just...
But then, like, they don't mind spending money because there were I'll say it again, there were people there that didn't need to be in Chicago. So if you're trying to save money,
how about that?
He stays home and then you pay for Jimmy's travel and the broadcast will be exactly the same.
And everyone's happy.
And then everyone goes away happy.
Yeah.
Instead of having this bad taste in your mouth.
Have a great broadcast and everything, but there's just got to be a little fucking thing there that
there's just got to be a way to. But again, everybody out there deals with this shit. It's like the stuff where you go like, some things I get, and then there's the other things where you go, ugh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
They waste so much money around here. And then you got a show that is doing the right thing and working every day. And you treat them like shit with the little things,
Little weird things. And everybody goes through this in daily life. It's fucking amazing how all companies, all bosses, they just do that.
How did they approach you with that, by the way?
I think Kenny told me because I think he does the billing because I believe he told me or I asked him. Well, they might have told me. I don't remember.
Like who makes that decision?
I honestly don't remember.
I'd love to know the guy that decided, you know what? Let's not pay the whole thing. Plus, is it one of these that they just point to the ceiling and go, bah,
And it's not a private Jim Norton gig. He's representing SiriusXM. Everyone knows he's a comic, a very good stand-up comic that works at SiriusXM. You're on that stage. Holy shit, this is SiriusXM.
He's representing Captain Hook's Fish and Chips.
What's that?
Plus the fact all the stories you get out of, being on the road.
Yeah.
You bring that back to the radio show. There's an incredible value.
Yes. They don't get it.
Us all going to Chicago, broadcasting live, and Jimmy doing his comedy show. There's value there you can't just write down.
So who do you think you'd have to ask before they say, yeah, it was me. I made that decision? Do you think they'd all deflect? Do you think, who made that decision?
I honestly don't know.
Who's the lowest guy in management? Is it the intern guy?
The lowest? Yeah, Rob Cross would be the lowest
He's
guy.
the one that's been interning.
I don't think it's
company.
Rob. I don't think Rob would do it.
Then who's next after Rob?
Who's next?
Gary.
So it's probably not him.
It's not the weasel. It's a long way to get a weasel joke in. You don't think it's him?
I honestly don't know, dude.
I don't know.
No one will take responsibility. They'll go, "Oh, it's corporate policy."
Corporate policy.
You know,
There's
that
no
vague
policy
shit?
for that.
Corporate policy.
No policy
states
for
that.
a comic that has a gig in a city you're doing
Right.
an appearance. Who the fuck has that policy?
You think they're in the back offices, like just like this with their hands, like, "Oh, we're gonna save $800. He's going up there for a gig."
Because it's like all they've made me do is go. Of course, I'll go out and do I love doing these live shows. I will just never wrap one around a gig again.
I don't blame you.
Ever.
I don't blame you.
And but I understand how they look at it. They look at it like, well, you should look at it like you're saving half your own travel.
Oh, boy.
But it's like, it annoys me so much that I would rather just go separately and pay my own travel. Like, I literally would rather do that.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you, and you should do it that way. But, you know, SiriusXM, they're blowing it because it's a perfect combination to go to the city that Jimmy's doing a comedy show. It just kind of works.
Yeah, do the show, and then the same people like end up going to the comedy show, and it's just cool. And
our room probably, I don't know, we might have had less people there if Jimmy wasn't having a comedy show in Chicago, because people are coming for the comedy show from faraway lawns. Exactly. And then they go, hey, and O&A are broadcasting and Jim Norton broadcasting live, then fuck. We get to see that as well.
Yeah.
It's just silly.
It's mind-boggling, and I know that word's used a lot on the show, or that phrase, whatever, but it's mind-boggling. Just do the right thing. Will you just stop already? And stop with this flying these guys out last minute.
That was almost a disaster.
E-Rock, had delays, and he had to go right to the gig with his luggage.
Right.
It's just not the way to do things.
Who's screening phone calls?
Why?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can't just put that on the air.
You can't fucking put that on
What was
the
it?
air.
What was it?
It's a political comment he wants to make that could fucking, get certain people from certain government agencies down here.
Who is it?
Who's the dope?
Jesus.
Who is it?
Who is it?
That's Handsome Rob.
Handsome Rob?
Who the
What, are you
fuck's
out of your
Handsome
mind?
Rob? Can we just call him Rob?
Rob.
Well,
who's Handsome Rob?
He is handsome.
Well, he's the intern we all want to
handsome.
fuck.
Which one is he?
Just say the fuckable
He's the
intern.
one
We'll know
who's
who
having
you
the
mean.
pool party.
Oh
my God.
So it's Pool Party Rob.
You're going to miss the
He's also
fucking
the
pool party. You keep that shit up.
But yeah, he doesn't know the rules, but someone who's in charge of the intern should tell
Right.
them the rules. That just say
E-Rock.
assassination commentary of any kind is probably not good
Probably
on the radio
not a good
show.
idea.
Yeah, E-Rock, you know that, right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
You might have to tell Pool Party Handsome fucking Rob.
At least he put what it was, though. I'll say that. That was a good one to put accurately.
Well, he did, yes.
Yeah. We're all for political chatter, but when it comes to assassination comments,
Right.
probably better not.
A good idea.
I'm not going to get fired because you're sweating under your armpits and you have dry breath and you want to say something horrible about a politician.
Right. Oh, we should eat.
You want to eat?
Yeah, before
Yeah,
everything
then-
gets cold.
Yeah, I hate cold eggs.
I know.
Yeah, all right.
What's worse than runny eggs?
I don't have tuna today because it's Monday, so I got to go with this, and it's got to be hot or it's really bad.
All right, we'll break. Talk about Chicago a little more. We got some clips from the Chicago show. Do we have any clips we could play right now?
Yeah, they're all long form if you're cool with that.
Oh.
Should we come back and then explain it?
3-4 minutes.
Is someone cutting up some shit? Some highlights?
Yeah, we've got a couple already cut up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what do you want to play?
We have the final guy making me puke, who was vomiting, Sam vomiting. We also have a clip of the guy drinking from the cup. The chip finalist.
What's that? Oh, that was fun. I saw that guy the next night in normal mode too.
Well, just play one. Does it need a setup?
Just me throwing up because somebody else threw up.
From our live gig in Chicago.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
This is a bust.
Yeah, this guy.
Dude, all it has to be is one person that stinks.
Oh, this guy is actually putting his finger down his throat. Oh, yeah. All right, this guy's a problem. A very big dude. Well, he's liking a compound show, so he obviously likes a show that stinks. Oh, shit! Oh, he just puked. He just stuck his fingers down his throat. He puked in a cup. E-Rock's coming over now. He's going to breathe in E-Rock's face. Oh, E-Rock's throwing up. E-Rock's puking. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The catastrophe. Oh, the humanity. Don't puke. Oh, he's throwing up bile in a cup. E-Rock. E-Rock's throwing up now. All right, wait a minute. What happened? Wait, what happened? Oh, the guy's puking. He made E-Rock puke.
He's licking bile off his fingers. This is terrible.
E-Rock's not gonna be. He's not being a good judge. You're not being a good judge.
Shut the fuck up. He puked in my face.
You're not being a good judge. You're not being a good judge. All right, here we go. Make it official. Make it official.
So far, he's in the lead.
Yeah, so far he's in the lead, E-Rock said. He put his fingers down his throat. He puked up this viscous brown fucking fluid.
One more time.
Into a One more time. One more time.
Wait, hold on.
One more time.
Wait.
Right
No,
up
no,
front.
no, no.
Oh,
Right up front.
Wait, let him puke into a cup, and then maybe if we want to get somebody else to smell that at the end, we can do that.
Oh, there's a good idea.
You're welcome.
He's puking.
E-Rock, everyone's
He's putting
looking
his fingers
for.
down his
Everyone's looking for their photo
he's
on their
vomiting.
Twitter page. All right, one
Bile.
more time.
Very biley puke he's got there.
He's a very tall, big guy. One more time, E-Rock.
Oh, that reminds me. Could someone get me a mudslide?
BestGaming.com, fuck B-Man.
All right.
Hey, wait.
One more time, E-Rock.
Now breathe into E-Rock's face.
No, let E-Rock smell the cup. Let E-Rock smell the cup.
Oh! E-Rock's dry heaving. He's dry heaving. Oh, goddamn. E-Rock, look in the cup and E-Rock's Oh, E-Rock.
Shit. Holy shit.
Ah, E-Rock.
If only you could make that a habit, maybe you'd be human weight.
Move that cup down on the floor. I don't want to look at that.
What do you guys think of that, huh?
Wow.
Sam.
That was
Sam.
genius.
Hey, Sam. Smell that cup. How bad does that smell? Just tell me if it's bad or not. Smell it. Just smell it.
Sam, give it a sniff. Sam's dry heaving. Oh, he's dry heaving.
Come on, how bad could it be?
You don't like biley? No. I swear to God, I'll shoot you. Put it on toast like apple butter.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony's assault on the Midwest is complete.
Just don't call me late for sucking my cock.
As long as you return the favor.
And suck your cock? I'll handle this, Aunt.
Ass, titties, ass, and titties.
Don't forget the belly.
Get it straight, oh, that's a beer belly.
Chicago's own CFR.
You guys having a good time today with us in Chicago?
Thanks for the memories, Chicago. Go to Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony for pics and video.